Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Look, knowing what I know now, I wouldn't change anything except to feel more.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Welcome to the YPC podcast, the number one show with the biggest impact and the sweetest flow. We got a good show for y'all today. Y'all tune in, get ready for a good episode. We got a lot of stuff coming up. Got an SOS for y'all today. It's one that's really been bothering me a lot. But let's go ahead and get right into it while we talking real quick, man. But before we get into it, I gotta give y'all a good introduction. Y'all know I always got somebody for y'all. Know I always got me a good guest on here, and it always is like, phenomenal out here. Got a buddy of mine I've been working with for a long time. Well, I don't really. Let's be honest, we don't really work together. We work together, but we really don't work together. But we both in the military, both making it happen out here, and long story short, man, this dude looked out for me. He's helping me out. I was in the hospital for a little bit. Him and one of my other friends came and brought me some stuff, took care of me. This man gave me good advice on a lot of different things, and I feel like he got a lot of good insight for y'all. So we kind of revamped the podcast, kind of remodeled it, reshaped it. I know y'all used to it being called Triple F Radio, but like I told him, I felt like this was more of Triple F Radio, something I wanted to do. Because, I love bringing the funny for y'all. I love bringing, the laughter and the jokes. But I felt like that's not where God wanted me to go. I felt like I wanted y'all to get something out of it. I didn't want y'all just on here listening to me talk for no reason, right? So we revamped it. What's what I'm looking for? Remodeled it. Is that what I'm looking for? Remodeled?
That's a good word to use.
Remodeled it, just trying, because we here to help, man. So, the goal of this podcast is, to help you guys out for one, and for two, is giving y'all the wisdom, the knowledge, and the tools to access your superpower, and just, being more authentic you. So without further ado, man, we're going to go ahead and introduce our first guest for the first episode, because they kind of kicked me off, because I ain't going to lie. I joined the military. That's why I've been gone so long, y'all. I joined the military and didn't tell y'all I was leaving. And I went away for like a good year. No episodes, just 1, 2, and 3. Eventually, I got so busy that I stopped paying my platforms. We stopped working together. And once I stopped working with them, they kind of kicked me off. So I had to remodel everything. But we back. New model, new attitude, new logo, new me, and it's about to be a new y'all. So, without further ado, would y'all please make some noise for my boy Jello real quick. Make some noise for him. This man is one of my greatest friends. If I ever get married, if y'all hoes quit playing, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that in podcast. If y'all females quit playing and come holler at your boy, he might be my best man at the wedding, but I need for y'all to stop playing first.
Hello, y'all. Jello here. It's my boy William over here. He's really good to me, and I've been around for a while. So we're going to keep it going, keep pushing. Hopefully I can give y'all some good advice moving forward. And, I'm here.
All right. Man, we appreciate you being on here. Like I said, this man's phenomenal. We're just going to go ahead and get into it. So I got an SOS. For those of y'all who do not remember SOS, SOS stands for Sin or Satisfied. Sin or Satisfied is just saying, ladies and men, if it applies to women, just women, obviously it's just for a women's comment. It's just a women's question. I'll let you know that. But usually it's a unisex question. This one is a unisex question. It's the topic of men in sagging pants. I saw a dude walking down the street, and I felt like an old person. I really did, because I wanted to take my belt off and give him a whooping or something. I'm sitting here looking at this dude, bro. He walking like a duck, bro. He walking like a duck, and I'm sitting here, bro. I rolled the window down. I said, "Pull your pants up." I drove off. I said, "Pull your pants up." must have hit the gas. Bothered me to my core because I'm like, okay, I get it. I used to do it, but granted, I did it because I couldn't find a good brand of jeans that were long enough. Because you know I got long legs. Don't look at me like that. you know I got long legs. Okay. And I couldn't find a good brand that, could get me all the way down there. So I just ended up
sagging half of the time.
I just ended up sagging half the time. And, it worked out. But because I didn't sag them like excessively. I just like had them down just a little bit. Now. And I was that dude growing up. Okay, we all know it was that one guy. I had some basketball shorts up under my pants just in case I need to take the pants off.
And do what? Run?
I don't know. Play some basketball, whatever. So I realized later on how stupid it was, but I used to be that guy. My point still stands. This man had his pants like almost at his knees. He looked like he couldn't even walk straight. So I just need to know, is it just me? Am I getting too old now and I just don't understand? Because I even see Nick Cannon do it in a while now. I think Nick Cannon look retarded. I'm like, why are we still doing the whole sagging pants thing? To me, it don't look cool no more. You look stupid. And it's not even about, you can't get a job or that, whatever it could be. You just genuinely look stupid. Whether you're in a grocery store, I'm not hollering at a female with my pants sagging. I'm just not. It's just not. It just ain't me. So talk to me. What you think? I think it should be a sin.
Well, it really started around like mid-2000s, really, because when I'm not trying to put my age out there or anything, but around mid-2000s is when I really started, seeing it around. To be honest, I used to sag. I don't do it no more. My mom was like, man, boy, stop sagging your pants. If only you knew where the sagging came from. But I stopped sagging because I cracked my phone screen. Funny story. I was sagging and I didn't have no belt on. I put my phone in my back pocket and I was pulling my pants up. Shit, broke. Okay, so I was like, yeah, I can't keep sagging because how many phones am I gonna lose like that? Because I keep sitting on my phone. I like putting my phone in my back pocket. I don't know. I think the new generation has a different style to it. The sagging has come to not an end, but a different era where it's not only sagging on your butt, where you're sagging at the knees. Nowadays, it's just a whole different thing.
It's like, it's out of control to me. I feel like it should be a sin, low-key. Now, if you feel like you said healthy behavior, by all means, I honestly, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I think it's stupid. Like, especially for Nick Cannon. This dude, he like almost 50 now. What you still sagging your pants for, bro?
I mean, a man that's populating the earth like he is and almost 50, I don't know, he can do what the hell he wants. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. There's a couple things girls look for in a guy, and apparently they look for sagging pants in Nick Cannon, okay? What can I say?
I guess so. If you got
hella big mom in his mouth.
I guess I can't talk trash, because when he making money that good, he can wear his clothes how he want to wear them. He be walking out with bedazzled Jordans. I be like, bro, where you find these things at? You got your little daughters bedazzling your Jordans or something? But hey, it is what it is. So man, y'all know what y'all can do. I'm gonna drop snippets of the episodes. Y'all more than welcome to comment. Y'all know I always do like a little snippet of this piece, and then y'all can comment. I want everybody to comment. Let me know if it's a sin or satisfied, because I really need to know this, because it sounds to me. I feel like I ain't too old. I feel like it's time to let it go. All right, it's time to let it go. It was a good style back then, but the key word is back then. Like,
there are certain things that needs to let go. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is one thing that should be let go.
Truth be told, it's more women now that's on their boss stuff. They on boss level. They like getting their own money. They wearing suits now. They running corporations. Don't know about if you're a female and you make your own money and got your own house and you drive at least a Range Rover or a Mercedes Benz, you do not want no hood nigga walking around here sagging his pants, chilling at the mall all day, on top of his Hellcat, and then you find out it ain't even his Hellcat. It's his homeboy.
People do that, right? They just be sitting next to the goddamn Hellcat. You be thinking, oh, that's your Hellcat.
Well,
just posing.
Like, now see me, I play the opposite role. Like, I had one chick hit me up one time, and she was like, she said she want to hang out with me, right? So she said, all right. I said, yeah. I said, you want to ride with me? She said, yeah. I rode with my friends. I was like a club or something, and she wanna go hang out with me for some more that night. So I said, all right, cool, let's ride. So we left, right? She said, all right, let me see this piece of crap car you got. And I was like, I wouldn't say all that. I said, it's a fixer-upper, but
in my car.
I said, it's a fixer-upper. I said, but you ain't got, I said, you gonna act like that, you can go back inside. She said, no, I'm just playing. I said, uh-huh. I said, look, she might be a fixer-upper, but she gonna get us from point A to point B. That's all that matters. She might not look that good, but just calm down. And then she's like, and then I hit the key button, and she said, well, where is it? I said, the one with the lights just came on. She looked at me and said, you bitch.
So you made her think it was something else.
I made her think it was something else. I do the opposite, but
Okay, that's fine.
I thought it was hilarious, but
I'm not gonna point out that a real woman wouldn't really care, but I'm just saying.
I feel like a real woman wouldn't care.
I really do.
I feel like it shouldn't really matter. I ain't saying you out here, trying to trick a female. Don't be out here telling her you got a car and then, really it's your grandma's car. Because I know dudes who do that too. Like, they don't steal their grandma. Grandma, I'm going to bring your car back. And like, grandma, come pick you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build that gentleman status. And then she go, when we going out again?
He got to ask for his grandma's permission.
Might be not to be next week. Why so late? I ain't going to have my car for a couple days. It's like, what you talking about?
Grandma's car.
My grandma had to borrow for work. Your grandma had to borrow for work. Your grandma took her car to work. Fool, shut up. Your grandma did not borrow nothing. She went to work was what she did.
But these guys be flexing though. I don't really like people who be flexing when they don't have nothing to flex on. Because like even when you have something, people who have things are humble. I don't know if you find it funny. Well, I think it's a little funny that people who are flexing usually don't have much, right? I don't like that, but at the end of the day, if you're going to flex, actually flex what you have instead of flex what you don't have, because it's going to catch up to you.
Yeah.
It's going to catch up.
And see, me personally, I feel like that goes right into what I was about to ask you about, because the topic I had for the day was what I was going to tell you about was dudes thinking women really like them, and then they pop up with, hey, I got a man. Ooh. Now, what we're trying to see is, we're trying to put them on game right now. This is where the help come in. We're trying to put y'all on game. So what we're talking about is, are we as men just getting played, or are we not reading the room properly?
100%. We're getting played. We're getting played 100% of the time.
We're getting played. These hoes ain't loyal. No. But no. So it's like, are we really getting played, or are we like just not reading the room? Because sometimes I've had a lot of females hit me with the, I was just being nice, and sometimes in their mind they are just being nice, but we can't take it. Let's play devil's advocate. Sometimes a female's just being sneaky, and maybe they do just ain't acting right at the house, and so now they just trying to, like, they see a dude who look good. And now they like flirting and da-da-da-da-da. And then when we give the pushback, then it's I got a man, but you can have my Instagram. I got a man, but you can have Snapchat. I got a man, but, whatever. And it's like they just kind of like trying to test the water. It's almost like dipping their toe in the water, but not actually jumping in the pool type stuff. So that's the topic, really. It's like, are we as men just getting played, or are we just not reading the room? Because you even just said just a few minutes ago, you was talking about how some dudes need to quit lying. Because that's why I want to play devil's advocate. It's flip the roles. Because it could be that maybe, us, not us, not me and you, but them, men in general who like don't really know well, or don't, maybe they just don't have it. Maybe they think they have game, and they trying to push up on females the way they think it's working, and it's just not working. And then they hit you with, nah, I'm good, and then now we got an attitude, because, not all females say, hey, I got a man. Now, a lot of females do. They use that as an excuse. I got a man, and just because it's easier that way. Some dudes don't like to take no for an answer. But whether they take no for an answer or not, it's like a woman could be interested in you if you just approached her the right way. But she might have hit you with the, I got a man excuse, or, I got a boyfriend, or, nah, I'm good, or, we can be friends, you know, oh, you can't have my number, but you can have this, knowing darn well she got like 6,000 followers on her Instagram, all because it's not even about shit. I'm just being honest.
That is true.
It's just
you got put in there.
Yeah, but it's like they give you one of them 5 excuses because you didn't come with not a single good approach. And then it's like now you looking dumbfounded, like, well, dang, what happened? So I guess that's what I want to go with. It's like us, like you jump in whenever you're ready, and like kind of like educate, you know, us as men on one, reading the room, because sometimes that could be the case. They're just not reading the room, and maybe you think she's interested, or maybe, you know. And when I say read the room, for just another example is, I feel like sometimes we go in, for example, at the gym or at their work. Let's say you see a cute girl behind a Starbucks counter, or a cute girl behind a smoothie counter, because you know I be getting protein smoothies. And
Go on.
don't look at me like that. But no, I'm just saying. You think, oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and hit her up because I might not see her again. But if you read the room, she might be real busy. And so you're going to automatically get a no because she don't have time to talk to you because she's making shakes or she's making coffee. Or it could be you trying to push up on her and she in the middle of working out. Even I don't like being bothered when I'm working out. So why would you go and bother her? It's the same respect. So just jump in.
So what I really believe in, sometimes dudes can't read the room. It's not really their fault. I'm not really going to blame nobody for that. Even at some point, it's the learning thing, okay? It's trial and error. There is people that have different personality traits and they like to be approached the way some dudes would approach them. And see, to answer the question, I think what we really need to find out is what is game, right? What is game? Because when dudes say, I got game to approach a girl, like, what is it really? Because is it just the way you approach any girl? Because you can't approach a girl the same way you would approach any other girls, right? Because if that's the case, is it really game if you approach one girl the same way and you're like, oh, okay, shit, it works. And then you approach another girl the same way you approach the previous one and it doesn't work. And then all of a sudden you don't have game? No, not really. So what I really want you to do is like finding out what the room is like and what is game. What is the personality trait of that woman? Usually before you make an approach, you don't just say, hey, she's pretty and that's it. Okay, if you're really interested in a woman and you're not trying to do a one-night thing, right? Because one-night things is when you actually do the thing. You know, there's that saying that says you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's a one-night thing, and you just go in there, like, you shoot your shot. You do whatever the hell you want. But other than that, when it comes to, like, finding out if you got game, you're going to have to observe, see how she moves, who she is. You can't just, I don't know. Like you said, you can't really approach a woman at her workplace, at the gym, and expect something to work out. You know, what you really want to do is like, I've seen this girl every day. I want to approach her. How would I approach her? I see what she's doing. Don't be on some creepy stuff either. You know, trying to like look behind the trees.
What's she doing?
Yeah. Oh, she look like she's wearing some fine things today. Nah, man. Like, find out,
Trying to
like,
pull the hoe. I'm gonna run.
yeah. You can start with a little hi. You know, sometimes you're nice enough to say, hey, man, you know, you see the girl a couple of days, you say hi, and then eventually it becomes a conversation that becomes questions, and questions become something else. It starts with more than one conversation. I feel like that's game, because a lot of women like to be approached by people they know, not people they don't know. They're more likely to refuse you off the bat because, you know, women are in danger because of they can't walk alone at night. There's a lot of things they can't do alone. So when a random guy just approached them, they're like, you know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So, but if you're not random, I've seen you in this area more than 7 times, and you eventually say, hey, you come up with a smile, you start asking little questions. Eventually, you start knowing about this person. We find out if they got love or potato. Things goes on. But other than that, man, I don't really personally. What has been working out for me, right, is by approaching people the right way. And to know how to approach people, you must know who they are, how they want to be approached. Because if you just approach a random person, it might not work out for you. And if you are going to approach a random girl, your intentions got to be clear and pure. Because if you're just going to intend, like, hey, I'm going to approach her just because I want her number, I feel like it shouldn't be that.
Yeah, because...
But that's just personal.
I mean, I agree. I feel like a lot more guys get turned down when they hit you with the, oh, hey, yeah, man, what's up, Sean? Let me get your number.
Let me holler at you real quick, shout.
You look good. Because when you hit it with the "you look good," well, let me holler at you real quick, I feel like that instantly their mind is turned off.
Mm-hmm.
Because what they think is, he don't even know, he don't even like me for me. He just saw my ass or he just saw my body, and he just assumes that, oh, this...
Is it a wrong thought,
and it's
though?
like, it's not a wrong thought.
Because that's usually, I'm not going to lie, a lot of the time, that's what guys are thinking. That ass fat.
Yeah. But it's like, I feel like that's why they immediately get turned off. So I try to make a different approach. Now, see, for me personally, I've never thought I had game. And then, like, I personally just think, I know I'm funny. And, like, I feel like that's what what women look for. No, I feel like, and if I'm wrong, tell me wrong, I feel like the number one thing they look for is confidence. And I feel like people don't know this, but I am naturally shy. I'm naturally shy, and I'm also I don't trust a lot of people, specifically dudes. This for personal reasons. We can talk about that off camera. That's not going to be on the podcast. But the reason,
I bet they're gonna want to know now.
they definitely want to know. But it's reasons why I trust women more than dudes, which is why I have a lot more female friends. And that has caused strife in getting a relationship. Like, what you got so many female friends for? You lead them
Oh my God!
But,
let's not even talk about that.
Tell me about it.
Oh.
But going back to the point at hand is, I feel like I always thought, man, I do now. I have confidence that I'm good now. But in the beginning, I always thought I didn't have game. I was just confident when I was telling jokes. So I would crack jokes with females and like, oh, he's funny. He makes me laugh. I want to go hang out with him. And that's how I attracted them, you know? I attracted females by being funny. Now, the flip side of it is sometimes females would take that as, oh, he just being nice. And I would get friend zoned. So, because of that reason, even I had to learn how to read the room. Because I had to start thinking, is she just enjoying my company? And she just enjoying the jokes? And she just enjoying my company? And she just enjoying my friendship? Or does she actually like me? Because sometimes I have female I'm feeling, right? And I'm cracking jokes and da-da-da. And I'm thinking the whole time she laughing, I'm not thinking she laughing because she just laughing. I'm thinking she laughing because she half laughing and half because she like me. So then I'll push up and then I get the, oh, I mean, I didn't even know, like, I don't even look at you like that. I just thought, but I had to learn to read the room because it was like, and then that's the reason why, like, the last chick I talked to, like, last chick I tried to push up on, I hit her with the cooking boy. So I was like, telling her about, because she said, like, how, like, she said the last thing, well, one chick was there. It was two chicks. One of the chicks was talking about how her boyfriend, last thing he cooked, he burned everything. Oh. He couldn't cook worth a damn. And then,
at least he tried. I'm the head. If you're going to burn something, burn it down.
Don't even get me started on size. That's a whole other topic. Because I met somebody she told me her boyfriend don't like sides with his meal. So what are you talking about? That don't even make any sense. That literally does not make sense.
That's weird. I'm not going to lie.
She
a
said,
side of fries from burger, he just eat the burger raw.
He
just eat the damn burger, no fries on the side. What's wrong with you, man?
I said, hey, what you eat? I said, what he eat with his steak? She said, he just does steak. I said, he don't do no loaded mash, loaded baked potato,
some asparagus,
no broccoli, no nothing. She's like, nah. I said, this man. I said, what? I said, this man don't do no side. She said, the only thing I've ever seen him eat is mac and cheese. I said, pause.
And I said, those are people you got to watch out for, man.
They're the psychopaths. They're the ones that need to be on criminal minds. But bro, so then I said, so wait a minute, if y'all go like Texas Roadhouse and Longhorns, and he orders the steak, they come with sides. What does he get?
Return them?
She said, he'll get steak and mac and cheese. I said, you need to break up with him.
No, he got to go. These people...
If you can't eat broccoli, you can't date me. I'm sorry.
But at the end of the day, man, it sounds like the man got to go. He's here to eat and dip. I'm here to eat and dip. I'm not going to hear and chew on some sides and some fries and nothing. Just give me the main meal.
Don't eat sides. Like,
I don't know, man.
Bro, I don't get it. But, but I had to learn how to read the room because I felt like You know, the girl's telling me some shit. So the girl said she had a boyfriend, and then she said she had burned up everything. Mm-hmm. And so I mentioned, I said, don't worry about it. I got some recipes for you. I said, I got you. And then she said, oh yeah, and that's when they started asking about everything I know how to cook. They started talking about my food. They said, we want to try your food. We want to try this. We want to try that. So now I got the other girl interested. Now, granted, you know,
you're lucky you know how to cook. You ain't even flexing. I've tried one of your salmons. Brother, let me tell you, that food was so good.
I'm just
saying.
You know,
I'm not gay or nothing, but I wanted to put a ring on it.
I'm just saying,
good.
people keep asking me why I'm still single. And you know what I tell them? I don't know. I said, at this point, I don't know.
I'm funny.
I'm funny.
I can cook.
I'm fit. I can cook. I got a 6-pack. I got tattoos.
Ooh, I'm black. I feel like being black
I'm
one of
black.
I'm black.
Yeah.
Put that up there, because
I go to church. What else you need? You would go to the moon and come back. So then he went to the moon and came back. That man's so serious. Girl, go ahead. Girl. I don't know what it is now. But no, I really do think, me personally, I had to learn to read the room, because I feel like a lot of guys don't know how to read the room. So let's define that. What is reading the room? Like how does one? Because let's say we're not talking to a dude who claim he has game, because some dudes be cocky. Mm-hmm. Let's say we talking to a guy who's on the Abra. I hear y'all, but I don't know the first thing about reading the room. I just go in and be like, hey girl, let me get your number. She say no, I dip. But maybe he just need to read the room in the sense of knowing when the right time to ask. Because you told me one time, you was like, a girl had, I was trying to hit up on a girl, and you said, I don't think you should drop that one yet. You said, keep going, because I feel like the more she gets around you, the more she talks to you, y'all going to build that kind of connection, right? Mm-hmm. And that could be the case. Some things ain't gonna always come at the timer of a microwave. Some things is a 4-course meal, and you gotta marinate that thing and put it in the oven. It just depends on the situation. So I feel like, once again, it depends on the reading room. But if they don't know how, let's define that. What do we think? What is the definition of reading the room?
One word: patience. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like a lot of males require patience. All females want a guy that is patient with them, towards them, be considerate, right? What is reading the room? If your guy is patient enough, he'll notice things. If you just look and move without thinking or being patient and observe, you might more likely to end up in a trap or end up somewhere you might not want to be. So by reading the room is knowing when to approach. How do you know when to approach if you're not patiently observing? So patience is my one word. So with that being said, I've been in a situation myself where I find myself approaching someone that is not really ready in a time or a moment to be approached, and I couldn't see that. And I wasn't observant at the time, so I fumble. I made a lot of mistakes. So, and I realized with a little patience, I would have observed the person, no matter who the woman is, if even, not to be disrespectful, but even if a woman who's not trying to be with the guy for a long time, more than a night, she requires the patience for you to notice certain things. If she did her hair today, if she did I feel like guys are not as observant as they need to be. And there's a lot of signs that are out there that is right on our faces we don't notice. I'm not going to lie to you. The mood switch, the look, the agitation. There is so much signs that a woman would show before, you can approach. Before, I'm not going to lie to you. You can see the hair standing. Oh, you can know when a woman's about to blow by the way she's looking. She got these crazed eyes in her eye. She's like, oh, I'm about to blow. And, if you have a little bit of patience, you're going to notice these shits before you make your move. You know what I mean? Like, before you make your move, there's these signs that are shown. So that is literally my only advice. Be patient be patient and observant.
I'm going to interrupt you for a second, because you know what it made me think about? Do you remember where you told me, you told me this, and I didn't even know this was a thing. You told me that men have intuition. Now, they always say women intuition. Mm-hmm. I thought that was only a superpower women have. But then you was like, nah, men has a thing called male intuition.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to that. One, what is male intuition? Talk about that for a little bit. But then two, I feel like from what you've taught me, I just want you to explain it for them. But I feel like from what you've taught me, I feel like that's where male intuition comes into play. Because I feel like if we knew we had it, one, and two, if we knew how to access it and how to use it, we would be, one, smarter, and two, we would know how to read the room. We would know how to see those mood swings. We would know, hey, if she's really, if it's really a good time, because I feel like you would know, like you said, patience. I feel like that goes hand in hand. I feel like male intuition is also a part of patience.
Because it can't tingle if you're patiently waiting to notice or feel it.
Exactly.
How are you going to notice? You're like, oh, I'm getting the tingling sensation. I tell my girl out all the time. I'm like, ooh, I'm tingling right now. You about to tell me some crazy shit. So the male intuition, I would say, it's not really something we would call male intuition that people would normally say, but I know guys have this gut feeling. That's what we usually call it. Ooh, I got this gut feeling. That gut feeling, trust it. Go with it. Because not even half. Let me say 97% of the time, that gut feeling, you're going to realize, damn, I should have followed it. And you only notice how bad it is after you went through with it and then go with the gut feeling. And you're like, damn, I should have known better. That's always that thought. I should have known better. I knew it, or I thought of it. I should have just went with my guts. But it's always after the fact, not before. But if you're patiently waiting, the tingling sensation, you're going to start noticing, like, I got this feeling. I got this feeling.
Remember we was on the phone the other day, and I said, yeah, I was reading this, and I was thinking about doing it, but then my spotter senses got the tingling.
Yeah.
I was
You're like, what is that? I'm like, it's this feeling, man.
I said, my spotter senses got tingling. I was like, oh, no. But nah, yeah, man. I feel like that's real, I feel like a lot of guys, because I don't like when, and excuse the cursing, y'all. I'm trying to do better. But I don't like when guys do the whole, they try to holler at a chick. Mm-hmm. And some days, yeah, I'll give you that. I'll play devil's advocate. Some days, hand on the Bible, females just be being an asshole. And they just, you'll be trying to holler at them. They wouldn't even look at, I'm good.
I got a man.
Yeah, and like they wouldn't even give you time of day. And they ain't even doing nothing. They just walking down the street and they just being a butthole for butthole's sakes. And I give you the benefit of the doubt on that one. But then there's sometimes, like I don't know if you ever watched those videos where you said they trying to catch gold diggers, right? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now, in some scenarios, there was a guy named Nair Price. He's one of my favorites because he genuinely, bro, be having chains on, jewelry, nice clothes, nice shoes. He looked like he got money. Like, he just happened to be walking up to you on the sidewalk, and they would still blow him off. And yeah, so in that instance, yeah, it's just women being buttholes. Mm-hmm. And I 100% support you on that. But then there were some instances where it was like other guys doing the same videos he was doing, but they would show up in like
a raggedy ass clothes and have their Bugatti rating right down the road.
They'd have like some sweatpants on and some house shoes.
Some wife beaters on.
Don't nobody want to holler at you with your... No, I'm not trying to talk to you. You got on house shoes? You got on house shoes anyways. What you doing in the store? You supposed to be in the house. Doing out here?
That's something obvious, man. You walking up to me. Even I wouldn't talk to you.
Yeah, I said, bro.
Your toes are looking at me. You know what I'm trying to say? Put your toes in lock.
You out here with house shoes on trying to get her phone number. And plus, you got on house shoes. You're supposed to be in the house anyways. What you doing out here?
Yeah.
Bruh, it pissed me off because I'm like, y'all can't make... And then they'll be like, oh, I'm just trying to talk to you, whatever. But here's the kicker. Men may not do that, but what they would do is they'll try to holler at a chick, and what the heck? They would try to holler at a chick, and they would be like, they would say, oh, man, hey, what's up, girl? Or say, hey, what's up, mom? Or like, oh, what's up, Charlotte? Whatever they say. I don't care. I don't talk like that. But whatever they usually do to try to get their attention. Mm-hmm. And then it genuinely could be that they just busy. It genuinely, for that one day, they could have a lot going on. It could be a very stressful day. It could have been a lot at work. And then she not trying to blow up on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
She could have said no thank you the first time. Like, let's say she in a grocery store. Or let's say she had a rough day at work. She pulled up at the gas station. She just trying to get her gas and go home. She don't have a rough day. She walk inside, she paying for the gas. I get it. She look good. You wait for her to walk out. You say, hey, what's up, girl? And then she said, hey, how you doing? Like, hey, let me talk to you real quick. No, thank you. I'm just trying to get out of here. And then she walk off. And, man, just hang on, come talk to you. And then that's why I say
that's reading the room right there.
That's
reading the room right there.
Because then when she snapped on you,
because she already said hi. That means she acknowledged you, right? And then she said, I'm not really trying to talk to you right now because you already said, hey, let me talk to you. It's like, no, thank you, I'm good. That's being nice enough to tell you, look, I acknowledge you, I see you, and she's not even blowing you off. She's just like, not in the mood.
And then you hit her with the, man, look at you then, and it's like. I'm like, why disrespecting her like that? Like, you ugly anyways. Man, that's why you shoes.
That's a damn lie. She was ugly, you wouldn't even approach.
I see, and it was crazy. Excuse me. What's crazy is I see it on both fronts. I see it on both fronts. I see males do it too many times. They get real insecure real fast. And it's not, me personally, I don't even really consider, I could be wrong. Me personally, I consider a real rejection is when a girl actually give you the time of day and you just drop the ball. That's what I consider a real rejection. If you just say, hey, let me talk to you real quick, and she say no, thank you, is that even really a rejection?
I don't think so.
I don't feel like it's a rejection because it's like you didn't even get a chance to say anything. She just said no, thank you, and y'all went your separate ways. That's not really a rejection.
I'm pretty sure you won't be thinking about it.
They'd be so butthurt because they want to find chick at the gas station, and then they start trying to tear her down and call her this and call her that. Tell her hair's that way they parted your hair the wrong way, and it's like what? What are you trying to insult her? And it's like it's for what? Oh man, screw you too then, man. That way you got to put that way where your man at? Since you telling you got a man, why he ain't out here pumping your gas? Why he ain't out here pumping it yourself? And it's like, or she could not care. Maybe she had a daddy in her life who taught her how to pump gas. It's like, why are you trying to tear her down? And what's crazy about it, I don't know if you ever seen this TV show. There's a TV show that's not a TV show. It's on YouTube. That's why I saw it. It's the thing where they call it Pop the Balloon. Where you have a group of guys standing.
Yo, this thing is going wild lately.
It's been going crazy lately.
Crazy. The moment they walk in, all you hear is a blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
bro, I gotta show you the one with this. It was like this guy on there, and one. I gotta show you two. I got one to show you three actually.
We can keep watching those. There is plenty of them.
I show you three specifically. There was one where dude was spitting stupid game. Like dude was on lock, right?
He had those coming in.
He was on lock, right? And like he hooked this chick real quick. Then there was another one where this dude was so aggressive, he scared me. And he didn't even want my number. I was like, get him out of here. I'm sitting in the chair and said, what's you doing? Like, what is the matter with you? Like, leave him alone. I'm like folding my shirt over my chest, like, calm down. Like, you need to go home. Like, you're doing too much. And then there was another one where, bringing it back to this one, I said I had see it on both fronts. Women do it too. They don't like rejection. They get insecure.
I'm not going to lie to you. Women cannot handle rejection properly.
You should see this video on that pop balloon.
Oh, my God.
She hadn't popped her balloon once. She had her balloon unpopped the entire time. And then, when the dude walked up to her and popped her balloon, she immediately was like, you ain't my type anyways. And she was like, and so then the hostess started laughing. She said, okay, well, you had your balloon pop. She said, what changed your mind? What made him not your type? She said, he too skinny. Like, he looked like...
She was just looking for something, man.
He looked like... Something about him looked like... I could break... Something about him... he looking like a pile of dishes or something. Something she said, it was stupid. Something he looking like a pile of dishes or something. And even the guy in the video said it. She was just mad because he didn't want her. And then she instantly started trying to tear him down because she was mad. And that's another thing. Why do men and women do that to each other? We all out here trying to find somebody.
I'm not going to lie to you. That's one of the reasons the aliens won't meet us. Y'all too busy trying to eat up on each other's toes to out here meet the galactic mystical
Bro, it's
federation,
it's
you know?
everybody out here. Everybody out here trying to make something happen. Everybody, and it's like I get it. I really do. And, we all out here trying to find somebody. But what's the point of tearing somebody else down just to make you? And it's like
To make yourself feel better.
and you're not even gonna feel better. Like you're gonna tear yourself down, and then you
Tell them that. You know?
You gonna feel, I know, right? You're gonna feel better for a second, but me personally, I feel like when they walk off, they're gonna still.
They're gonna think about it.
They
Damn, he didn't want me.
Like, dang, I wanted her number. Because like, bro, you know darn well, you know darn well when you first saw her, first thing you said was, "Lord, that's the first thing you said. That's the first thing you said. You said, you was like looking at her like, bro,
Ooh. Lord, have mercy.
You looking at her like, bro, like, until she rejected you.
And then now you want to tear it down.
And it's the same thing with females. All right, you saw the dude like, hey, you look kind of cute, and then you might not approach him.
Mm-hmm.
You might not approach him, but you might, put yourself in a position where he would approach you, right?
Okay.
And let's say, oh, hey, how you doing? Especially at the gym, you know what you be doing. They come out there, do them stupid stretches that they know ain't even stretching nothing. He's just out there just trying to show off all their assets. And then...
That's funny you mentioned that, because female has a weird way of making their moves. They would look at you twice and expect you to get it. That shit is funny to me.
And it's like, what are we, mind readers? Like, quit doing it. Like, bro.
It's like, but I made my move. Where? I looked at you twice.
How?
I'm like, what?
What? So what are you talking about? Move?
I'm like, you didn't even ask me for my name. But I looked at you twice. I'm like...
Bro, I'm sitting here like thinking to myself like, because I mean even I, I've seen the chicks that I want, but
mm-hmm.
I think that what we keep mentioning, what we keep going over and over and over again is that reading the room situation. I feel like even I had to read like, is this a good time, or maybe it's is it really worth it? Because I get it, and let me say this very very clearly so y'all can hear me. There is always going to be another one that you think looks so good.
Bigger fish in the pond, baby.
There's always another one that you think is so fine. There are 6 billion damn near Instagram models. Everybody's an Instagram model now. It's always going to be another fine female. It's always going to be another fine celebrity. It's always going to be another fine chick at the gym or at the grocery store or at Target or at Starbucks or whatever case may be. There's always going to be another one. Your girl or whoever you try to talk to at the time, that's not the only chick out there.
Mm-hmm.
My point in saying it is you don't have to go for every single girl you see. You don't have to. Now, you can. I'm not saying you don't have to. I'm not saying don't. Hey, calm down. I'm not saying
dogs out there.
If I seen SZA and Chloe Bailey in the same day, I'm going to ask for both their numbers some kind of way. But I'm not saying don't. I'm just saying you don't have to. Some days you can chill. Some days you can chill. Let's get your workout in and go home.
Let's not talk about it, but Haley's my crush. Point of the story is, listen, I think about reading the room, another point I really want to approach is, I'm not going to say a lot of males were raised like that, but I feel like there's a lack of love when it comes to raising males, right? I don't know if they weren't shown enough love as kids. So when a woman is being nice to them as they're older, right? It's like, damn, she must be interested. And sometimes that's not the case. So you got to read the room knowing when a woman is actually interested and when she's just being nice. And a lot of that misinterpretation happen. That's when a lot of guys get rejected thinking, oh, this girl is interested, when that's not really the case. Sometimes the girl is just being nice. But when you show them any sort of attention, a little bit of affection, it was like, oh, damn, she must really be into me. I'm like, sometimes she really don't give a damn about your ass like that. She's just doing her job. So maybe her job is for faking it good enough. So, some guys get the satisfaction of throwing a $20 on a stripper just because the stripper is paying attention to them when they're twerking. You know what I'm trying to say? Not a big deal, but I feel like, men should be raised with a lot more love than they were being raised in the early years. Period. Don't make them weak or nothing. Just a little bit more love.
This, I personally think it goes back to what we've been like everything you just said. I agree with, and I also think it goes back to the three major points: reading the room, male intuition, and patience. And I feel like all three of those are. I feel like both of patience and reading the room ties to male intuition. Mm-hmm. I think male intuition is like our superpower, and just like how women intuition is their superpower. That's how they get through the day. Mm-hmm. I feel like our male intuition or our gut feeling is our superpower. And I don't think it's just that. I feel like it's also part of having confidence. Mm-hmm. You know, what we talked about earlier, being confident. And I feel like a lot of times dudes aren't confident in who they are, which is why they don't know how. They're not confident in who they are. They're not confident in what they bring to the table. And so because they're not confident who they are, because they're not confident in what they bring to the table, they don't even fathom that they have a gut feeling. They did not even listen to the gut feeling because they don't have confidence when they walked in the first place. And so then guess what? Confidence breeds doubt or fear, one of the two. So either you're going to doubt yourself and you're going to leave and not ask for her number mm-hmm. or not go for the, or whatever it's be, or out of fear, I feel like it's going to bring that fear and anxiety. It's going to lead to that fright or that.
You might never make the move at all.
Or the fight or flight instance where you make the move, but it's too soon.
Or freeze.
Yeah.
Fight, flight, or freeze. Because you might stand there looking like deer out of headlights.
Dummy, you know? And some do that. Some dudes do that little, do the flight where it's like, they jump in. It's like, no patience. Didn't read the room. She wasn't even, she wasn't ready for you to talk to her. She wasn't ready for you to ask for a number. Mm-hmm. You didn't even like everything will come out in a mumble, like a mumble, mm-hmm. you know. And I feel like that's a big part. Is like, do you even know who you are? Like, do you even know what your superpower is? I feel like when you figure out what your superpower is, and when you figure out what your superpower, who you are and what you bring to the table, I feel like that gives you a whole nother outlook on life. And I feel like when you know what you bring to the table, that gives you the confidence, which is one superpower. When you have the confidence, you don't have to be fright, flight, or fear, or fright, flight, or freeze. You can be confident in knowing, hey, I got this. Which then breeds what? Patience. I don't need to rush because I already know I got this. Mm-hmm. Which then breeds what? Reading the room. You know, so I feel like, you can jump if you want to. I feel like a lot of dudes go to the negative side of it because they can't even get to the positive side of reading the room, male intuition, all that other stuff, because they don't even really know who they are, and they don't even know what they bring to the table. And when you don't even know what you bring to the table, it's like, because I feel like that's how men think. It's like, we're providers. We're naturally taught to be providers. We're naturally taught to put food on the table, right? So I feel like if you don't feel like if you have no confidence in what you bring to the table, I feel like that's going to automatically breed
the fear, the doubt.
Fear and the doubt in yourself, and the doubt that you can even have at, ain't no way I can pull that girl, man. I ain't even got nothing. I ain't got this. I ain't got that. And it's like,
that is funny.
Why are you pointing out all the things you don't have when you can look at what you do have? Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I'm thinking.
And I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes the girls don't even care about what you have. I'm not going to lie to you. Sometimes they don't care what you have and what you don't have. So what I'm hearing is focus on yourself, brothers. All right? Learn yourself. Learn who you are. Have confidence on yourself. And to do that, you're going to have to stop chasing for a bit, right? Chase yourself. I'm not going to lie to you. It sounds crazy when I say chase yourself. How do you better yourself, right? By bettering yourself, you're going to realize it's going to build the confidence in you. You're going to walk differently. You're going to talk different. There's going to be a different aura around you. Once you know your own self-worth and your value, you're going to walk in a room, you're going to look at a woman, and you ain't going to even think twice to look away. You ain't even going to like, oh, she's so damn fine in your head. Nah, you're going to like, not about it. But she sees you. They see you the way you walk. the way you stand, the way you talk. They notice all that. But to get to that level, you're going to have to work on yourself to get that confidence. It's not something that you were born with. Everything is taught, right? So I had to teach myself a bit of confidence. I had to work on myself. I had spent many years not trying to do that chase thing, right? I was working on myself and my career and what I had to do. Now I walk into a room, you know what I mean? Like, it feels different. I don't know. I don't see them, but they see you. And when you make your move, and you don't make your move with fear in your heart, you don't make your move with doubt, knowing that you might fail. And the thing is, it's the fear of failure that really stopped a lot of guys from making the move. Because it's like, damn, but if I fail, so what? What's going to happen? It's not like you're going to die. Well, they say that what's the worst thing you should do is a no. But that's not always the case. But no matter what she can do, once you have that confidence, no matter what she says, it's not going to, crumble, because you didn't build it for her. Whatever confidence you have wasn't built for that sole purpose of chasing this girl or that girl. If you built that confidence for you, whatever they say has no effect on how you respond negatively. I mean, like, if you walk up to a girl, and you say, "Hey, how you doing?" You talk your game, you spit your game, whatever the game call is, right? And then she said, "No, I'm not interested." I was like, "Well, nice to meet you, man. It's nothing that big of a deal. You walk away, you going up about your day." And then I feel like women respect confidence, right? If you walk up to her, and I'm not gonna lie, and you say what you have to say, and she still say no, you turn around and go, there's a little respect that's left. It don't matter if you're never meeting that woman no more. But she's going to remember, this guy, he didn't act all weird about it. This guy didn't, be all aggressive about it, which is usually sometimes the case. He didn't try to break me down about it. Yeah, you're going to leave that with her. Yes, you're not going to meet her again. But let's just say you just run up into her again. She's going to remember you. She's going to remember that this guy talked to me. He was nice. Whatever. And then from that point on, yes, something may happen, or yes, nothing may happen. But at the end of the day, you didn't do it for her. The confidence that you walk upon your shoulder with wasn't for her. It was for yourself. So that's why I really think it is. You got to work on yourself, brothers.
Yeah, and I think also, too, I feel like part of working on yourself, just to piggyback off of it, I feel like it's also who you hang around, too. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of people, they hang around the same dudes they've been hanging out with. They hang around the same dudes that ain't going nowhere. Same dudes that ain't making no money, or they doing something illegal that's going to get you put in jail or dead, one of the two. Or they hang around the same group of people that's been still in the hood and don't plan on leaving the hood. And it's like, if you want to get to a higher purpose in life, if you want to get to a higher level in life, if you want to get, because let's be honest, you say what you want about them Instagram models, but them Instagram models make money, okay? And let's be honest, they're
foot finders.
So I get it. Not very many men gonna try to take an Instagram model home to their mom because they showing all their assets. I get it. However you think, whatever your personal preference. I'm neither here nor there. My point to that is they're always gonna be looked at as a higher class woman because of how good they look, and whether it's an Instagram model or a very sophisticated woman who happens to be a doctor or a lawyer or a speaker or whatever case may be, she could have her own business. I don't care. It's still a high-class woman, okay? And if you want a high-class woman, I feel like you have to have a high-class mindset. And I feel like a lot of people, they hang around with people with poverty mindsets and lower-class mindsets, but I feel like it's because you're hanging around the wrong people. I feel like you can't gain the confidence you want to gain. You can't do what you want to do in life. You feel like you're stagnant. You feel like you're like almost on like a treadmill. And it's because you hang around the wrong people. I feel like, me personally, the confidence that I have now, I didn't get that, out of the blue. Over time, I started associating myself with the right people because I realized you're either going to be hanging around 9 losers and be the 10th one, or you're going to hang around 9 people that's winning and be the 10th winner. I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
because,
right.
and I tell myself all the time, I say, I am a speaker, and I say, one day I will surpass my successes. It's one day it will happen. But the reason why I'm just not figuring this out at 28 is because I was hanging around the wrong people. And, I'm talking about everybody. Like, people told me, "Oh, you talk too much. You need to learn how to be quiet sometimes. You talk way too much." And like y'all see me now, y'all asking, "Chris, what you so quiet for? Chris, what's wrong?" And there's nothing wrong, but people don't expect me to be quiet now. And it's like when I be quiet, people's like, "Oh man, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? Like, why you not talking?" Mm-hmm. And it's because, when I've gotten told so many times, you talk too much. You talk too much. And the saddest part about it was my own family, or it was raggedy friendships.
It's always your own goddamn family, bro.
I know, right?
It's never. It's always your family.
A stranger.
It's never a stranger. They don't know you, but your family.
But it's like my own family. Some people, in my own family, and some raggedy friendships that I had from years ago. Well, the same ones telling me you talk too much. You talk too much. You talk too much. Now, in some cases, I will give them the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I did talk too much. Sometimes I didn't calm it down because I'm out here telling people business. They ain't want their business put out there. But in some cases, I felt like I'm out here trying to not to make it gay, but I'm trying to spread my wings, and take off. And I feel like they kind of almost stopping me, and it's like you telling me you talk too much. And the sad part is I listened to him and I cut the lights out in the room, I listened to him and I cut off my superpower, and I feel like it's because I was hanging around the wrong people. Now, granted, your family is your family, but just because your family is your family don't mean you have to always hang around. I got family members right now that I love them. I do love them, but
they're staying over there.
They staying over there because I ain't got time for their foolishness, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I know where I'm headed, and where I'm headed is not where they're headed. Mm-hmm. So I love them. I see them for the holidays. We cool. I ain't not gonna never say anything bad about y'all. I care about you, but when we partying, when we having a good time, cool. Let's party and have a good time. But when it's time to do business, it's a very, very small number of people that I'm gonna do business with, and not very many are in my family.
Okay.
And it's because I want to make sure I hang around right people like you, people like Jack, because
it's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
Once you start having that good mentality, that mindset, you start attracting people of like mindset.
Exactly.
And when you start attracting these people, and you see you guys are growing together, you realize the people that you were with before weren't growing with you. They were stopping your growth. As you keep growing, building a different mindset, you attract people of like mindset in order to continue growing with those people. You will sometimes outgrow some. I'm not going to lie to you. You may find a friend out there. God forbid it's me. I stop growing for whatever reason, and then you keep growing. You got you gotta stop. You gotta cut it off. Point of the story is along your path in life, you will meet people that you will have to cut off. You will meet people that will not follow the same path as you. So you're just gonna have to cut that shit off, man. How you gonna find love if you don't have the right mindset for love? For many years, to be honest, I couldn't imagine myself finding love after what done happened in my last relationship. We're not talking about that, but I couldn't imagine myself finding. And I started walking with a different mindset, and here I am, thinking I'm in love again. You never know. Once you change your mindset, you attract people.
But I'm just saying, it's real as he can say, because I feel like you attract what you hang around. Mm-hmm. Even at work, I realize people at my job, they get in their feelings, and they be getting low key like, yeah, man, we was gonna hang out with us no more. And it's like, you're right, I don't hang out with y'all because all y'all ever want to talk about is a chick you got with last night, a chick you trying to get with, or a chick you about to go see tonight. And if you're not talking about one of those three things, they make the same crazy, stupid jokes. Oh man, why can't you just hit me?
Man.
And it's like, man, I want to just so what's up, man? What you got going on? Nothing. Is waiting for just thinking about killing myself. I hate this place. What? And it's like, why would you say that? Like, what is the matter with you?
I get dark humor, but come on, man.
Yeah, it's like I do not in the slightest ever want to kill myself. Like, not even in the slightest. My granddad stood on his own 2 feet, walking, no cane, no nothing, no hunch in his back, stood up straight, stood tall, till he was 85. 85 years old, he finally got sick, and then he ended up getting in his bed, passed away. And guess what? My granddad passed away with a smile on his face.
Not to discredit those people who are suffering from mental illness or nothing like that. Because
of course
there are people who actually are depressed and stuff like that. So, not to discredit, but, some people would make the joke without actually being in that situation, which bothers me.
And that bothers, like, you don't know the people who genuinely think. I know people who have genuinely thought about it, genuinely have tried to do it.
A matter of fact, half of the time you don't know.
You don't.
You don't know.
You just pop up like, oh, shoot, what you mean?
Done.
And it's like,
Done.
bro, I tell you all the time, like, one of my brothers, that one of my brothers died from heart failure. I didn't even know he had a heart problem. And when I found out he died from heart failure, like, they said he was in the hospital and he died from heart failure, bro, my mind went from utter shock, and I was on the way to church, too. My mind went from utter shock as I'm getting dressed, and on the way down the road, I had so much tears in my eyes, I couldn't even see the road. And I almost got into 2 car wrecks because I couldn't see because I kept crying. And and it's like, you don't know. So it's like jokes like that, I had to stop putting myself around. Or they wanted to go out to these country bars and drink beers. And it's like, it'll be different.
Blacked out.
It'd be different if, like, we was going to, like, remember before you started dating your girl when we went to, like, the R&B party? Stuff like that was cool. Like-minded people. It's like we just out here having a good time. It's actual good music. These fools go to the same 2 country bars and they'll stand in corners drinking beers and try to get girls' attentions. And I'd be like, go dance. That's because they line dance. I don't. I'm from the hood. I don't line dance. But I try to tell them, man, go dance. Go do this.
If it's not the Cupid Shuffle out
yeah. When they play the Cupid Shuffle and the wobble, then I got out there with all the white people. And then as soon as they stopped and went back to the country music, I said, all right,
I gotta go now.
We're going to get another drink. But for them, I was like, bro, go out there, have a good time. It's man, I don't do it. And it's like, you got people who making the wrong kind of jokes or saying the wrong kind of things around you. You got people who doing the same thing and they're not going anywhere and you still hanging around them. You got people who are just wasting time. And they still, not going anywhere. They just stagnant, they're not going anywhere. They're not doing nothing with their lives. And it's like, on top of all that, you're telling them what you want to do with your life. You telling them things you want to do with your life, what you trying to make happen for your lifestyle, the big ideas you come with. Big dreams you have, and they don't want the same ones that ain't doing nothing, the same ones that ain't making nothing out of themselves, the same ones that ain't doing jack shit. Excuse your language.
And they're judging. And they got a lot to say.
They're the ones judging.
They got a lot to say.
The broke ones, the ones with the Hellcat that's really not their Hellcat. The ones
with their grandmama's car.
The ones driving their grandma's car. It's the family members that's been working at the post office their whole life. That's when we work at the post office.
I was going to say.
But it's like, the ones that's been working at the same Burger King or the same McDonald's, like, oh man, you might as well go ahead and come up here and work at the call center like me. You need to let them dreams go. Man, y'all stop letting people cut y'all superpowers off. Stop, because I'm telling you, that's why you can't find your confidence. Because you hang around the wrong people, and them people are cutting your superpowers off. They're telling you what you can and can't do. You know why? Because they can't do it. Because they don't have the confidence to do it. And misery loves company. And they see you dreaming big, and they don't want, and they got a problem with it. And I'm gonna go ahead and just say it like this: if you hang around somebody, and you dreaming big, and they can't, and I'm telling you, if you hang around somebody that, how I want to work this. I can't think of how I want to work this. I'm trying to. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Just like, stop hanging around them kind of people because they're not getting you nowhere. And it's really it pisses me off because I meet some people with so much potential. Like, I'm not gonna put their business out there, but I know of somebody who has a lot of potential to be a very phenomenal person, and there's somebody in their life that's holding them back on a lot of different levels, and it pisses me off to my core because I know for a fact that they can be greater. But it's the other person that they're hanging around, the other person that they see 24/7 that holds them back. I thank you, Lord. This is how I want to word it. Don't let nobody stop you from dreaming big. If your dream is too big for them to stand being around, then you need to go find some bigger friends to stand with. That's how I want to work that. If your dream is too big for them to stand being around, go find some bigger friends to stand with. Because obviously they ain't big enough to stand with you. They ain't got that, they ain't got that Rick Ross in them there. Oh.
The shoulders ain't broad enough.
Yeah, if they ain't got no shoulders and no chest to stick out, go find somebody else to stand with. That's true. Because it's like, why stand with them and they ain't getting you nowhere? I know, Jack said that one time. Jack's a friend of ours. Side little snippet. She gonna be on the next episode, so y'all get ready to hear from her too. But Jack said this one time. Jack said she doesn't like to associate her people. She don't like to associate herself with people that aren't helping her grow. Mm-hmm. And she said, "You help her grow. Mm-hmm. The things you taught her, and the things you've done." She said, "I help her grow, and because we work out together and stuff like that, And she's like, I know a lot about fitness, so we both have brought things to her that has helped her grow in a minor way. Same thing with
vice versa,
yeah, and vice versa. But she was like, there has been people in her life that she's cut off because, not to be mean, but they weren't helping her grow no more. And she just wasn't about to hang around somebody who wasn't helping her grow. Point blank. And I'm here to tell y'all, that's not a bad thing. That's called you, and it's not being selfish. It's called you looking out for yourself. It's called you looking out for yourself. It's called you, doing what's best for you. And if anything, if they're real friends, they would either see that and say, hey, let me get myself together. Because if that's how he feel about me, obviously something wrong with me. Or they're going to take a negative route, and then you're going to really see their true colors.
Oh, you got all that, now you think you all this.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I do. Okay, maybe I do. And you start seeing it, so.
Yeah, they always going to say, oh, man, I guess that money don't change you. I was like, nah, money didn't change me. Money changed you. Because I got money, and then you changed, not the other way around. Yeah, it's just how it is, man, But we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. Yeah, like I said, man, learn how to read the room. Change people you hang around. Change your mindset. That's what this podcast is about. It's the first episode. It's a little bit of tidbit. We're going to try to get it more smoother, with the topics and stuff, but I thought it was pretty smooth.
It was pretty good. I mean, it could have been worse, not going to lie. But follow your guts feeling, ladies and gentlemen. Follow that feeling.
Follow that feeling. Follow your mental intuition. If you want to call it mental intuition because you think that's gay or whatever, I don't care. Call it gut feeling. Call it point blank. You didn't figure it out. You need to learn how to start using it. That's why you're still single, and that's why you ain't got nobody. And that's why you ain't got no money neither. That's why you still driving your grandma's car. Mm-hmm. And taking pictures with Hellcats is not really your Hellcat.
Stop flexing on them ladies. Know how to approach them properly. Be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Be patient.
I'm just saying, be patient, hang around the right people, and, read the room, and just become more of your authentic self. Y'all, that's about it. That's about it for the episode, man. Y'all know how we always do it out here. We also give a few shout-outs. So I gotta give a shout out to my church for one. I love my church back home. I always give them a shout out because they're my peoples since day one. And I wouldn't be the man I am today if it wasn't for the things that I feel like they have taught me. I definitely feel like that's one of the best churches on the East Coast is Reconciliation International Ministries. You're in Atlanta, you should go check it out. It's right off 1905 High Point Road in Snellville, Georgia. Pastor D.E. Williams would love to have you. Tell me your boy Chris sent you. At the same time, can we please give one big round of applause for the one, the only, Jello in the building, man. Let's give him a big round of applause real quick.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I hope to hear y'all from y'all comments, subscribe, do all the right things. I want to hear y'all. I want to hear your comments, It's not the end. We'll hear each other again.
For real, man. For real. Y'all know how we always got to do it. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with my throat today, but I just cannot stop clearing my throat. I need some water.
You need some water. He needs some milk.
He needs some milk. But nah, man. Yeah, man. So definitely give a shout out to my boy. We always got to give a shout out to all our podcast hosts. You got Apple Podcasts. Mm-hmm. You got Spreaker.com, the one who set us up in the first place. You got Bozzy. You got Google Podcasts. You got all these different podcast platforms. You got Spotify. And once again, we always got our number one, which is iHeartRadio, which keeps us going as the number one podcast on the East Coast with the biggest impact and the sweetest flow. That is none other than the Young Powerful Creators Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Till next time, hug a cat and don't do crack. We out of here.
Hug a tree too while you at it.
Navigated winters that we should have frozen. Did numbers that most would pay for with no promotion. I created doors.